The Stockholm Major was the most important major in CSGO history.
Looking for the next, and it's Yekindar. Smoke's gonna start. Oh, what a recovery! He wanted to look away.
Between the online era and real competition from another game, CSGO's future was called into question for the first time in years.
It sucks that CS is quite literally dying.
But when Counter-Strike needed it most, the fans turned up, both in the arena and online.
Stockholm, are you with us? And Simple sitting no! Disaster! An absolute disaster!
And the faithful were rewarded with more than just an incredible spectacle. CSGO fans witnessed history, and the game may never be the same.
That's gonna be it! Only Nico, there's no time! He just has to watch that clock tick down! This is it! Navi have taken the major!
After a brutal year and a half of online play, the Counter-Strike community needed a win. The 2019 Berlin Major was huge. Astralis cemented their era and young teams proved their mettle on the biggest stage in CS. But that was years ago. In fact, the pandemic delayed the major so much that when the Stockholm Major started, it had been an excruciating 795 days since Berlin. Between almost 2 years of online play, the threat of Valorant poaching some of CSGO's player base, and the death of Pro CS in NA, CS had changed.
That's a big L to the community to lose NA, because I think they brought so much hype and so much excitement into the game and scene.
After the reality of the pandemic set in, teams had to adapt to the online environment, and several new contenders stepped up, ready to compete with the game's best.
He just has to hit this shot, and he's done it for Heroic. The leader, calling well above his years, clearing corners. Oh no! You're an animal! Heroic have done it, and I just can't believe it!
Teams like Heroic and Gambit rose through HLTV's global rankings, but a lot of people didn't think their success was legit because all their big wins happened online.
That it's all theirs, he just has to not defuse. 3 seconds, 2, it's done! Gambit, baby, they've done it!
So one of the reasons the Stockholm Major was so important was that it was going to prove whether or not these online teams were truly the future of CSGO, or if we all spent the last 2 years wasting our time watching online CS. For example, Heroic were one of the biggest breakout teams of the online era, but their roster was almost torn apart by it.
We as FPX, Heroic, call us whatever name you want, will not be finishing the first group stage of Flashpoint. Probably just won't be playing the tournament though, let's be real.
Heroic bounced back though. With wins at ESL 1 Cologne and ESL Pro League, they were CSGO's hottest team in this online era, despite all the controversy surrounding them. But their results leading up to Stockholm weren't as solid. And they didn't exactly have a lot of major experience either.
This is the first time you have made it to a major playoff stage. Can you tell me how you're feeling right now?
Yeah, I mean, it took 8 years to get here. I saw the Twitter as well. I played the very first Counter-Strike Major in 2013, like you talked with Get Right about. And yeah, it took me 8 years to reach playoffs, and what a better place to do it than Stockholm. It's amazing.
Nicolas in charge of that. Tessus with a beautiful spray, but it is not enough for the double. He very nearly had it, and now Cadian on his own. 1 versus 2, he gets one, tries to shoot through, he picks up an AK, continues to spray. He can't catch Jabby, just a bullet away. And Cadian, he's still got a little bit of a chance here. Jabby's on the other side, and there's the headshot, there's the clutch, the quad kill. Takes a deep breath.
Refresh now knows that he's got one on the left, and he has to assume that he's got one on the right. There's the headshot. Knows how to get lined up, and a double kill for Refresh. He sees the flank coming as well. Kickert is going to walk right into it. Refresh!
Smoke's gonna start. Oh, what a recovery! He wanted to look away. And now Tessus is put into action, and he's boosted up. They have no idea. He can hold the trigger. He can just chill. He's gonna get both kills for free, and they think the bomb site is clear. Tessus has them all fooled, and there it is.
Heroic made it all the way to the semifinals, proving almost single-handedly that results in the online era did matter. But Heroic weren't the only team that beat the haters. Gambit also had a lot to prove at CSGO's most important major. Like Heroic, they won some important online tournaments. And also, like Heroic, many chalk their success up to an online fluke. But at the major, Gambit showed up.
So happy. Shiro gets one, he's still out close to the double. Oh, that is fantastic.
But surely it's a free kill for Kickert. Surely! Well, he's planted the bomb. Oh, no! Can't be serious!
They're in so much trouble here. Exile coming in with the kill on Linus, and now they're both stuck. Shot in the back of the head. Nafani coming in, and that's absolutely everything they needed. A triple, and Gambit going to be at 6-3.
In the end, Gambit fell to Na'Vi, the tournament favorites, but no one could blame them for that. And Gambit's top 4 finish stands as unquestionable proof that the team was legit the whole time. When you look at the top 8 teams in Stockholm and consider other teams like Furia and Virtus Pro, who each took home some big events when lands were impossible, it seems clear that the online era really did matter. While the success of online teams was definitely a big part of why this major was so important, there was another storyline that made it so huge: Simple's ascension. Na'Vi looked like the best team in the world right before the pandemic, but lost their footing in the game's early online days.
2 members of Na'Vi, now just 1 black and yellow jersey. It's all done. Defending champions dethroned in the group stages, and it's the plucky Swedes, the new look NIP, that take the win.
Still, by the time lands were on the horizon, they returned to dominance.
4 HP wants to check CT. Simple's not going for it, but the Suta versus Simple, and it's good for the Na'Vi boys. Only Zywoo can possibly save them. Only Zywoo can deny the Intel Grand Slam. Na'Vi, a couple of bullets is all it takes, and there it is. Their domination is secured.
But Na'Vi fans knew to curb their enthusiasm, even when things looked good. Na'Vi made it to the grand finals at 3 different CSGO majors, losing to Team Envious, Luminosity Gaming, and Astralis. They didn't win a map in any of those series.
Flamey now with the 570, he's baiting. The player on short B is red. Touching the bomb, are they going to peek? Holding it now, and there is it. It's just out to Flamey. It's not gonna happen. Astralis have won the face at London Major.
But everyone's attention wasn't on Na'Vi's legacy. It was on their star player, Simple. Simple won everything a CSGO player could win short of a major. He amassed MVP awards, won the Grand Slam, and even earned a graffiti. The Stockholm Major was, simply put, his best chance. And he played like he knew that. He played like he was born to win.
Simple with the off, got the first one more close up. Oh, of course he has that as well, and at a third. That is spectacular. He's at the major and he's not wasting any time.
Bit with the second shot connects, and Simple in the meantime finds another headshot. Ooh, and another one. Where does this guy do it? Shiro now the last one alive here for Gambit, hoping to be the hero.
Oh my
Simple,
God!
that is disgusting. Look at confusion on Simple. Why's it gotta be so easy? Gambit get to set the pace, and then Simple, he's not waiting around. He's already taken Shiro out of the fight. In the first round of this map already, Simple is merciless. He's going for a third, and he's gonna get it. Na'Vi!
On his way to the grand finals, Simple played like a man possessed. And then, at the end of the bracket, Nico and G2 were waiting for him. But instead of backing down, Simple amped up the pressure, and fans were treated to a historic major finals performance.
Flashed off, Simple knows, and Simple's quicker. Only 1 kit, keep your eyes on Perfecto, and Simple plucks Jax from the pack. The hard clear, the big fire's there, and straight through the corner. 3, 4 from Simple! This is his world. We're just living in it, looking good. And it's Simple and Bit finds it to perfection. And Simple sitting down. No! Disaster! An absolute disaster!
That was it!
That was the game! Chat, that was it! Mirage was 1 click away!
10 seconds to either plan. That's
oh
the
no!
bomb. That's
It's
the
falling
bomb.
apart!
That's gonna be
It's only
it!
Nico, there's no time! He just has to watch that clock tick down! This is it! Na'Vi have taken the major!
Dropping a 30 bomb on Ancient and getting 40 kills as part of a huge comeback on Nuke, Simple didn't just win his major. He dominated it.
It feels like I told myself that I will stay in Na'Vi and win major with them. I promised myself, and we did it. And a lot of people didn't believe and make some jokes, but we did it. And major is ours. Major is Na'Vi.
The online era made everyone doubt results. It made people not really want to watch CS. Valorant was taking attention away from CSGO, and if Simple somehow lost, the one storyline everyone cared about would have been cut short. But in the end, it was the perfect major. And it was exactly what the CSGO community deserved.
Thanks for watching. If you want more content like this, hit the sub button and ring the notification bell. For unique, bite-sized videos you won't find anywhere else, hit us up on our Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.